Hello everyone and welcome. I think today is day 8. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so we have 20 days left of explorations together and I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're finding some new things about yourself and about your sketchbook practice. I hope you're feeling inspired. And today I wanted to do something a little bit different and introduce a little bit of wet media into our sketchbook. Something to do from our imagination. Um, I'm trying to give you pictures of what it looks like to show up to your sketchbook, and that eventually, because I hear a lot of people saying they don't have anything to draw, they don't know what to do, it's a lot of it is they just don't know what to do. So over time, if you try all sorts of things, something's going to stick, right? And you're going to get some more ideas from that. And when you do something maybe that I've shown you, and you'll say, well, what if I did it this way? Or what if I did it that way? And what if I did this? And things will start to blossom and evolve. All right. So today we're going to use some wet media as a starting point. And this idea came from a class that I took several years ago, and a lot of it had to do with Norse mythology. And there is an idea stemming from Norse mythology and the creation stories that, and I will butcher it. I'm not an expert on this in any way, and I'm only going by what this teacher talked about. But there's something called the web of life, and that in the center of it might be us, right, in our own web. And then it kind of came off from our individualness, but it was connected to the web of everyone else, right? And so there was this idea of this great net or web that contained everything, and that we were all interconnected yet had our own separate center of being, right, and uniqueness. So this is sort of based on that, and we're going to make our own web. You can do this many different ways. You're going to use your fingertip, right? So if you're, whatever fingertip you want to use, I like this one. And you can stick it into watercolor. You can color on it with a water-soluble marker. Anything you have that can... I'm going to start with this. So I'm just sort of wetting some watercolor, and I'm just going to stick my finger on it, right? And I'm going to start somewhere on my paper and just put my finger down, all right? And my fingerprint is there, and I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. Maybe I'll drop in some gold, right? Colors that you love. If you're going to pick a color that you love, all right? And just sort of, not too much water, but just put some paint down. And there's nothing to it really, except that it's your fingerprint made with some color. If you even wanted to take some markers from it and add it on the edge, I mean, whatever you feel like doing. Excuse me. Don't spend a lot of time on it, right? But just make yourself a little splotch that begins with your fingertip on your paper somewhere. Super easy. So sketchbooks can be a place for just doodling or imagining or fleshing out an idea, right, in a graphic way. So we're going to flesh out this idea of the web. And so I've started with my watercolor here, and I'm going to grab a pen. And I'm just going to use a fountain pen today, I think. I'm just going to use this one. I just grabbed one because I know it's got like a dark greeny ink in it, and I kind of like it. It's got some sparkle in it, I don't know. And I'm going to begin by drawing a circle around my circle. Okay. And it may not completely appear because it's wet, but that's okay. And then I'm going to come out a little bit, and I'm going to draw another circle around my circle. I could also be using pencil. That would be fine too. A colored pencil, whatever you want. And then come out. I'm just going to draw another Another one. Just sort of freehand, making auras of circles, one around the other. And if you have a brand new sketchbook page, you could take up the whole page with this if you wanted to. Or if I'm just doing it in this little corner here, I might make one side a little bigger than the other, like the rings, you know? They might be a little closer on this side and get a little bigger. And just kind of make it fit in somehow. Maybe I'll do one more. Maybe these are really close. All right. And then from the center circle, I can start connecting these. So one's here, here, here. And each time I hit one of the rings, I draw a little circle and then I let it trail off the page. So each time I hit a circle, I draw a little dot because I'm making a connection to some extended part of my ancestry or who I am. And it's just pretty. There is a kind of art that people call neurographic art. It's kind of like that too, like where things connect, you just draw a little circle and it softens that hard edge. But the whole point of this isn't really about the web. It's not really about your ancestry or anything, the Nornir or Nordic mythology. This is really about showing up and doing something that's calming to your brain. And that's what this is. And sometimes, my friends, that's all the sketchbook is for. It's a companion. It's a place that you can count on to calm you down and bring you some peace in your life, right? And it can become a really treasured companion. Mine certainly is. My journal and my sketchbook are places of comfort, and even when I'm a long way from home, I have them with me, and when I open them, it feels like home. And some of us are going through some hard times right now. The world is not an easy place to live in 2022 for many, many people. And you may have some really difficult things that you're going through. A sketchbook habit is one way through. It's kind of like having a soft place to fall and to still your mind and your thoughts. And this doesn't take very long to do, but the end result is really beautiful and it's unique to you. It's your own web. And you can do it whenever you feel like you just need a few minutes of calm. So I'm going to finish mine without talking. I should probably continue these on out this way too. It's kind of fun to do it this way because it looks like these things are floating on top of your web. Super simple, very calming to your nerves, to your brain, very grounding, right? And beautiful. And something you can do at any time when you're at a loss of what else to do, or you just need that calming touch. And you know what? We're going to write the date. For me, it's the 9th of December. And you don't always have to write the date, but for the first 28 days, I would like you to, just to remind yourself that you're doing it every day and to have a record of that first journey. All right, everyone, thank you so much for your practice, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.